Good evening, friends. How we doing? Awesome. So I'm James Doyle. As was mentioned, I'm currently I'm 5 more days as the coordinator of out of school time for Pittsburgh Public Schools, and I'll actually be the executive director of Higher Achievement Pittsburgh in February. So excited to have a new change. Thank you, appreciate it. And I am just honored and privileged to announce the finalists for the Dr. Martin Luther King Alumni Leadership Award. So what's really cool about this award is the Coro Pittsburgh Alumni Leadership Award awards really exciting and awesome individuals in Pittsburgh that really work towards the common good by modeling Dr. King's inclusive approach to leadership. So you can read a whole bunch of really great and comprehensive information about the finalists in your packets, but I'm going to talk a little bit about these really exciting and amazing people. So these finalists are really amazing. Everyone that was nominated was really amazing. So I'm just so pleased to be able to tell you a little bit about these individuals. So finalists, when I call your name, if you could please stand at your seats. So the first finalist is Duane Binion. Duane. So, Duane is an alumnus of Public Allies Pittsburgh, which is an AmeriCorps program that is operated by Coro Pittsburgh. And Duane really strives to build stronger community through the work that he does at the Strayhorn Theater, and then also through True T PGH, which is an organization that he co-founded. So, congratulations, Duane. Our next finalist is Sara Innamorato. So, Sara is an alumna of Women in Leadership, and she's the founder of Innamo Co and co-founder of She Runs Southwestern Pennsylvania. She's an accomplished marketer for social good, and she's also currently running for state representative in Pennsylvania District 21. Congratulations, Sara. And then last but certainly not least, Darcel Madkins. So Darcel is an alumna of Women in Leadership as well. She's the president of the African American Employee Business Resource Group at PNC, and she's also the co-founder of the African American Leadership Association. Darcel. So some really awesome people, right? I'm just so happy to be able to welcome all these folks. But there is one winner. So you ready to hear who's the winner? So our very esteemed winner is Miss Sara Innamorato. Sara.
People who are nominated, and I was like, oh, there's amazing people on here that I want to support. So I didn't even think that this would even be a possibility. So thank you, Coro, and everyone who made this night possible. My mom's also here tonight. I want to thank her. She's crying. Thank you, Mom, for teaching me to be recklessly generous with whatever we had, whenever we had it. So my year of Coro Women in Leadership was transformative, to say the least. And during that time, like most Coro alum know, I was uncomfortable. And we know that if we are not uncomfortable, we are not developing as leaders, and we're not moving forward as a team. And no one understood that more than Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was awesome at making people feel uncomfortable. At his core, this man was a radical. Yes, he fought for civil rights for Black Americans, but he also wanted to grow his movement, so he included women's rights and fought for economic justice while still centering Black voices. He once said that America has two economies, socialism for the rich and capitalism for the poor. And the biggest lesson that I take from Dr. King is how to hold on to those core convictions regardless of how radical they seem to others. And while uniting others under a common vision, one that is rooted in love, in justice, and one that's incompatible with the status quo. Dr. King knew that he needed people power and political power. That's why he was willing to work with politicians and hold them accountable. But ultimately, he knew that we needed to run and support candidates who shared a unique vision for unity, justice, and economic freedom. What an exciting time to be in politics. This is a movement we're seeing. There are more women running, there are more people of color, there are more trans people, there are more queer people, and they're running and they're winning. We are just picking up where this movement left off nearly half a century ago. And frankly, it is long overdue. I decided to enter the trenches of politics when I announced last year that I would run for state representative, and I did it for a lot of reasons. Mostly, our state is not one of unity or equal representation. 1 in 5 women live in poverty in this region. Pennsylvania is ranked 49th when it comes to women in elected office. We spend more per capita on incarcerating people instead of teaching our youth. These challenges and gaps in leadership demand bold actions. And Dr. King knew that to gain anything, you had to risk something. Oftentimes, doing the ethical thing isn't popular, it isn't easy. He once said, the ultimate measure of a man or a woman is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. And I believe that we have a lot of work to do. And please, when you go back to your communities and you do that good work that I know that you are all doing, please take Dr. King's radical message with you. Thank you.